I think I took too big of a bite.
I
didn't chew it.
I'm Jones.
And I'm Dave.
Today we're trying a new Screamin Sicilian loaded pan pizza.
Yes, we are.
Two bald guys eat stuff and talk about it.
So what makes the Screamin Sicilian loaded pan different is that it comes in the frozen aisle with a pan that you can put in the oven directly. So you cook it directly in the pan, and it also has what they call protein encrusted. So on the bottom of this one, along with the pepperoni, is pepperoni inside the crust.
Yeah.
And then the cheese pizza has cheese in the bottom of the crust that you actually bake inside of it. So Screamin Sicilian was our favorite out of the frozen pizzas, and so you put extra protein inside of the crust. And
I haven't met one I haven't loved yet. So
right now we have the Supreme pizza and we have the pepperoni pizza. We're gonna try the Supreme first, and we did notice the ingredients on top of it look really fresh.
yeah, they look like grilled vegetables that you just took off and put on your pizza. And the typical rising crust that Screamin Sicilian has.
It definitely has a crisp crust.
Fresh veggies. That makes a huge difference.
So I really like the rising crust. It's thicker than a normal. A thing to look for on frozen pizza though is the sauce to crust ratio.
Yeah.
And this one carries it really, really well.
If you're gonna do a rising crust, you better have enough sauce on it. And this one does well.
Screamin Sicilian is famous because it has a little more of a sweeter sauce to it, which I really like. And still they don't go skimpy on the cheese either.
Well done. Even though it looks burnt on the bottom from the pepperoni in there, it doesn't taste it at all. It tastes like a really thin cracker crust underneath.
Right. Yeah, cracker crust is good description of it.
And then you have the rising crust. So.
And I like the pepperoni inside of it. It's not overloaded with the pepperoni underneath, but it adds an extra hint.
Just what I need, another pizza to buy.
So the Supreme 1 out of 5, what would you give it?
I'm gonna give that one a 4.
Okay.
The veggies were really good on there. Lots of meat, cheese, sauce. Yeah.
And I really, really like the combination of the crust and the sauce. So I'm gonna give that like a 4.5.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna find a better frozen pizza than that. That's really good. So again, the pepperoni has huge pepperonis on top.
Oh yeah, there
diced
we go.
pepperonis on the top, and then diced pepperonis on the bottom.
You can see the crust.
So it looks like pizza on both sides.
Yeah.
You have a two-faced pizza.
Whether you eat it upside down or not. Huge chunks.
One thing you might have to be cautious of, because there's pepperoni on the bottom, you can knock it off with your fingers as you hold it as a slice, so it might get a little dirtier than normal.
Oh man. I like the snap of that crust on the bottom.
Again, the rising crust kind of envelops the pepperoni that's on the bottom, gives it a nice hug. It's really good.
Lots of sauce and crust.
Another thing I like about Screamin Sicilian pepperoni pizza is that it has an extra kick. We're both spicy food fans, so.
Yeah, these pepperoni aren't those real thin ones that curl up and burn. These are the thick wedges, and the chunks on the bottom are nice too.
You get a nice full bite, fills your mouth.
What are you gonna give this one?
I'll probably give this one a 4. I like the Supreme just a little bit better than pepperoni, just because it has more depth on the flavor.
Yeah.
But still, pepperoni, I'm gonna get a 4. I mean,
I'm gonna have to give this one a 4 as well. Even though the deluxe was a lot better, this one's still good for pepperoni.
So again, Screamin Sicilian's making it easier to bake a frozen pizza since they're giving you the pan to do it in. So all you got to do is take off the wrapping, put the whole pan in the oven, and then wait 20 minutes and you get your pizza. And again, it's encrusted. So you have the pepperoni on the bottom or cheese on the bottom, but that self-rising crust, oh my, that's good.
It's a treat. This is probably the closest you'll get to a restaurant pizza too.
With the combination of the rising crust and the fresh ingredients and the sauce, everything like that.
It's not your typical frozen pizza when you think about it. This is top notch.
So the Screamin Sicilian come in 4 varieties. They'll have them in 3 meats. They have the Supreme, pepperoni, and then the cheese.
Yeah.
And all of the meat varieties will have the pepperoni in the crust, and then the cheese will have the cheese on the bottom of the crust.
That sounds great.
So be coming to a county market near you in the frozen aisle, coming early this summer, and we'll be sure to let you know when you can expect it in stores, because you'll want to get this stuff.
Yeah, this is good.
Two bald guys eat stuff and talk about it.